Good morning! So I'm excited to be here. Had a bit of a look around last night and it is beautiful. It's like stepping back in time. So the plan today is try and see as much as possible, check out all the viewpoints, a few of the galleries and museums, and then have an explore.
Cuenca is super easy to get to from the capital city. It takes under an hour on high-speed rail or about 2.5 hours if you go to the local train station. When it comes to accommodation, I really recommend finding one of the older buildings in the city. I stayed in one of the posadas that used to be a choir boys' school, and the views from the balcony and the breakfast room was stunning.
I'm just in the main cathedral of the city, which is huge. There's so many different types of architecture here. It actually stands on a place that used to be a mosque in the city, so there's lots of history and also incredible views from the balcony.
The old part of the city is focused around Plaza Mayor, and here is where you'll find the cathedral, lots of colourful houses, and a lot of restaurants and bars to enjoy in the evening. The main draw to Cuenca are the old hanging houses, and although there's only a few of them left, it's really impressive to see how they're constructed with the balconies basically hanging over the edge of the cliff.
So what's really cool is you can actually go inside one of the old hanging houses, which has been converted into an abstract art gallery. So I'm going to go and check it out and hopefully actually see kind of the hanging bit. Just behind me you have the famous bridge, and then on this side is the old convent, which has now been turned into a museum, and the rain has come, so it's definitely a museum day. So this is pretty cool. We're inside the San Pablo Church, which has now been turned into a gallery, and it's next to the old convent next door. There's about 10 museums and galleries, I think, in the city, which is quite surprising for somewhere quite small. So while most people stick to the other side of the street where you've got the bridge and obviously the views, on this side, which I'm just heading down to now, you have got the river. So it's kind of cool that just on one side you've got the city, and then on this side you've got these insane hikes, which are pretty steep obviously because the city is on top of the mountain and there's people over there actually rock climbing and abseiling.
The beauty of Cuenca is it's one of those places where you can just get lost on foot and you'll stumble upon castles, convents, churches and beautiful old buildings and towers across the city.
Definitely the place to come for sunset. If you go past the old castle ruins and keep on walking for about 5 more minutes, you get to this viewpoint and the sunset here is amazing. Wouldn't be a trip to Spain without some good food, so I've asked at the hotel for some local recommendations.
Across Spain, each region has its own dishes and local cuisine, and here is no different. And at my hotel, I was lucky enough to be able to order a platter and try some of the local dishes. While a lot of people will just come to Cuenca on a day trip from Madrid, I highly recommend you at least spend 1 or 2 nights here so you can enjoy the beautiful sunsets and explore the nature around the city.